Well, that's optimistic for sure.
Well, Jimmy can't see that.
No. What Chad wants him to do is drive hard. They've got to make some speed here if they can.
I was just looking at that, Andy, to see if they were going to have any trouble getting fuel into the car or not. But it doesn't look it.
Yeah, that whole area right there is just not good.
Well, still got 126 laps to go as we go back green. Matt Kenseth is the race leader. Jeff Gordon to second, Clint Boyer to third, side by side, 27 Menard, 16 Biffle for fourth. I don't believe any of them
turn three.
Oh, got a car on the wall, Bobby Labonte. And everybody gets by okay.
Right rear, left rear.
This will just give the 48 some more time to come in and make some adjustments on the rear of that car, as Bobby Labonte will have to do to his Toyota.
Bobby running in 30th position, the first car a lap down at the time of that spin.
I say Bobby's got more damage than Jimmy did. They're going to go to the garage.
Watch the bottom right of the screen for the 47 car.
May have gotten a little help right there.
See Jimmy Johnson just sliding by that.
One inside. All right, missed that one. Clear, clear inside. Caution's out.
38 car was.
All right, let's get ready to go here, guys. Tip first time by here.
And so the caution is out for the 7th time in this race. 3 cautions in the 400 miles back in April. We're not even at 300 miles yet. We've had 7 today. The new Kansas Speedway proving a handful for some of these drivers and teams. Kansas Speedway and today's Hollywood Casino 400 under caution for the 7th time today as we look down from our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. From pit lane to victory lane, every NASCAR driver counts on Goodyear tires. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. So as we get ready to double up for the restart, the championship picture, Brad Keselowski's running 10th, Jimmy Johnson running back in 28th, and Denny Hamlin's only in 23rd, Doc.
Yeah, a lot of issues. Let's check with Darian Grubb. And Darian, you guys came in during the yellow a moment ago. Now, if you want to pack her out, wedge in, track bar change, 4 tires, why all the adjustments? What are you trying to battle here?
You forgot the rubber in the left rear there.
Oh, yeah, rubber in the left rear. Okay, now tell me what the problem is.
We've been fighting a loose end the whole time. That's just what keeping Denny from charging a corner. We're not bad centering off. We were able to make good time there to start the race, but we're just keep getting looser in as we go. So we made a big wholesale change. We're off sequence now because of the wave around and everything else too. So hopefully we make the car a little better.
All right, that's Darian. Let's check in with Vince.
With the crew chief for Greg Biffle, Matt Pusha, and Matt, you guys had that pit road speeding penalty, went to the back, and you've run back up to the front. How good is that car?
I didn't really hear what you said, but we've got a little taste of everything today, being back in traffic, being in clean air. I mean, the Sherwin-Williams Ford Fusion is pretty decent right now. We just need to get up here and get up and lead some laps. Got stuck behind that 15 in that last restart there, but I think we're pretty decent. We're kind of on the either side of being too free or too loose, but hopefully get up here and get some clean air and see what we got.
Thanks, Matt. Alan?
Greg Biffle coming back from a speeding penalty on a pit stop earlier that dropped him down to 33rd in the running order, and a lot of this ground he made up under the green flag. That's a fast Ford he's driving today. Well, it's not been a good idea to lead a lot of laps in this race. Jimmy Johnson, Eric Almirola have led the most laps. They've been the guys that have brought out the last 2 of the last 3 caution flags, and both have beaten up race cars now. And of course, where Johnson is concerned, the big impact, pun not intended there, on the picture and the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. A lot of time still to go in this race and in this chase, but that's what it looks like right now.
Certainly a big shakeup in that, but Brad Keselowski's had his kind of adventure for the day too, or so far it's been an adventure. I don't know what the end will hold.
Another restart here.
Yeah, I don't think these drivers coming into this race had any idea they'd be choosing the outside to restart. even through the practice sessions. But that's what all the leaders are doing. Matt Kenseth is at right now.
Boy. I want to look at the right side of that 2 car if we can. He might have just nudged the wall a little bit in that jam up off of turn 2.
Looks clean, though.
Yeah. Okay. Just saw a little bit of smoke there. Maybe it was just the dust right up against the wall. He was so close to it. Racing with Kyle Busch is Keselowski. That's for 9th place. Casey Kane, Joey Logano right behind them. Just joining us, Kyle Busch trying to come back from a spin out, running 2nd earlier in the race. 3 wide here.
Not where the points leader wants to be.
That's where he's not going to be. He's backed off.
Better not back off too quickly. That 14 car is still trying to charge.
They've been working on this 14 all day long, even to the point that they worked so much they left a wrench in it at one time, had to come back in and get it out. But it's like they've got him a little more racy right now.
Like I said at the start of the show, these other repaves have been good to Tony Stewart. He's finished no worse than 3rd in the last 3 of them.
Martin Truex Jr., 56, now going to work on Kyle Busch to see if he can get that spot. That's 12th place.
Yeah, Kyle Busch's car just has not been the same since he spun earlier. Obviously, he was a little too loose at that time, but I'm not sure what that slide through the grass may have damaged, but just doesn't seem to be up to his liking.
Not pictured, unscheduled stop for Juan Pablo Montoya, who had gone up to the wall in turn 2 a lap ago, and has brought his car onto and now off of the pit lane. Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle had a moment there, racing for 5th and 6th place. You saw Newman get out a little wider than maybe he cared to, but gather it back up.
Paul Menard there in 2nd, having a great run here today. Yep. Looked like he was going to win the nationwide race yesterday. Had a great run, but just as they got ready for the last restart, ran out of fuel.
Kurt Busch, he's still having a pretty strong run.
Yeah, Kurt, one of the guys caught by the caution flag, just like Jimmy Johnson, just after the cycle of green flag pit stop started, had to take the wave around and go all the way to the back of the field. He was running as high as 3rd earlier in the race.
Yeah, Mark Martin there in the 55, same scenario. Got caught on that, but making his way back towards the front.
Well, you're right. I believe they did get that 5 car fixed up. They had some problems with it hitting the racetrack earlier. Looks like they fixed all that.
Casey Kane running in 8th position now. Regan Smith in the 88 has just been kicked back to 9th.
So you having fun? Yeah. I'd be having more fun with about 6 more spots up, or 7, wherever I'm running. Yeah, man. We're with you on that. Get it. I just got to get these restarts figured out, because that's everything. I mean, we have a good restart, we go forward the whole run. We have a bad restart, then, you know, just making up whatever I lost.
There you go.
Yeah, it's always more fun when you're going forward. There's no doubt about that. But he is doing a nice job with this car today.
88 car racing there now with Keselowski for 9th position, Dave.
And he might consider this a bad restart. He lost 2 positions, and he radioed in right away. Hey, the front turns, but no rear grip in or off the corner.
You probably want some grip in these corners. Ooh, trouble, turn 1. Danica Patrick, Landon Cassill tangled up. Cassill going for a slide.
Yeah, we did not hit anything. Did not hit anything.
It looked like Danica had a chance of not hitting anything, but just back up on the track.
8th caution is out.
Bringing the pit road here has got some pretty heavy left front damage.
racing for 25th and 26th positions on the lead lap. And I saw that it kind of looked like Cassill went into turn 1 ahead of Patrick, and maybe she thought she could make a move underneath him, and things didn't go like she wanted it to.
Take this to the garage. Make sure you have oil pressure.
Or maybe there's more to it. This is off turn 4.
That gets clear there. And she gets in on the bumper, but just doesn't get off of him. Right there is where you're talking, and you just turn it left and lock it down.
Yeah, she had a chance to not go up hit that wall if she just stayed on the brakes and kept it down there. It's like she's trying to save it and just kept driving it until it hooked to the right.
Yeah, at that point right there is whenever you should just, as a driver, realize that this is a spin, lock it down, and you can come get 4 tires. And that's the kind of things that you'll have to learn with these cars.
So watching that leads me to believe there's something earlier that happened.
This dude right here is getting awful brave. Still going to be down there. You're clear of him. Nice and smooth here. Easy, easy, easy. Just keep it off the wall.
Yeah, she certainly seemed to go in there with a purpose into the corner of at least sending a little bit of a message, but ended up getting the worst end of it.
This was earlier in the race.
Oh, yeah, a little history. Now we know the rest of the story.
All right, Jamie.
Well, as you saw there, the two of them working their way through the field together. Danica started in the very back. She was complaining about Landon throughout the race, and when this happened, Greg Zipadelli, her crew chief, came on the radio and said, you know better than to do that. So obviously he saw her at fault there. You see her now sitting in the garage trying to repair that 10 car.
All right, Jamie, thanks. Pit road's open for the leaders, Doc.
Leader on pit road, they're going to be very, very close to their windows, guys. Right side tires, got to get it full of fuel. 15 car, Clint Boyer, no tires. Got to get full of smoke, no fuel. They got to go 55 laps to make it on one more stop. Jamie.
Jeff Gordon has a great car today, much better than they anticipated. Right sides this time around, and they will put fuel in it. Vince?
The 16 of Greg Biffle really likes his race car, says it's plenty fast, it's just too tough to pass. Right side tires only. The 17, the first one off pit road.
He is the first one off pit road, but not everyone pitted under this caution flag. And we'll set that restart order for you in a minute. As we go NASCAR Nonstop presented by Ram, under caution, Danica Patrick and Landon Cassill tangling.